And now to think how to explain the complexities of learning. When it's life or death, do you swim or sink? Take everything in life to understand. Because we're dealing with trauma here. While the survivor, victim, patient will get the voice to demand and command, if you please. I will not beg, get off those knees and rise up, stand up. Mother Nature is about to erupt. How to make a true community? Well, Mark Zuckerberg first told me, so yeah, I'll try your platform, see what I see. But you truly can't assess anything unless you start doing the things that you want to do and then figure out what happens to you. Oh, 9 out of 10 is not too bad. I've got an upgrade, something I need, but I have until graduated. See, you built the reward and the positive reinforcement. And the colors have meaning. To me. Maybe you'll go back and see the past is important to everyone to understand their future. Because we're already stuck in all these dimensions in our lives. Our brain works so 2 and 3 dimensionally. All these dimensions in our lives. Our brain works so 2 and 3 dimensionally. Neurons and chemicals and things that we can't see because the subconscious absorbs the things called feelings through sensory. Now, I'm going to do what I did before, which was, I'd rather have the conversation in person. It gives me a true feeling of connectiveness, and that's what I prefer, I guess. These are my words now. They're coming out much better and stronger. But what was that final push? It's July 9th, 2018. Never knowing how tragedy can kind of ambush and force you to think differently about the world. The way people rushed in, the way they wanted to help. Literally put my mental health on a shelf. Because I've been trying to live in the moment day by day. My body just can't handle it. Not after violence, in the most disturbing ways that people can play. I just had no idea, and now I'm cray-cray. So thank you, World News. Thank you, Triggers and Abuse. Thank you, YouTube, for access to kindness and a feeling of happy tears I've not felt in years. Because the body let it go. Muscles hold memories. And after violence, well, that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth blow, the 7th one got me. And why I'm gonna share all the things I just didn't know about trauma. It's other people's drama. And all the people that try to keep you, hold you, take you, to put you back in a zoo. Everyone just thinks the same way? No, thank you. Not for me. Because I gotta think about difference. And I'm sorry, but I taught disability, which simply means a different way. The word difference is the issue, and why I will never stop myself ever again. Slow down or speed up if I need to get it out, if only to say this feeling of gratitude and the beliefs that I held true. I've already been through PTSD after sex. It's called restructuring, building a life, and how'd you do it? Gratitude for all the ones who've been through it. See, the thing is, what we never knew is how others will use that to avoid their own culpability for their actions, because a survivor is someone who survived. Past tense. Always thought this was a private thing, but now, because I'm going to speak openly, because it is ridiculous what they did. And quite frankly, they're going to continue to do it, and that is the fear from any sort of assault or violence done to you. Avoid the blame. It's the only thing that inspires me to pull through. How dare you? So I'm just going to talk about it. I'm over it. Don't treat me like a delicate thing. All I know is for me to return to a body that's broken. That first step is to just get it out. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry. We're gonna figure it out. Because learning is complex. It comes from all areas of the brain. Science, history, religion, psychology, the humanities, and studio arts, which for me is the ability to sing.
Your brain is creating a simulation. You are changing the firing, not just of regions that are thought to be important for interpretation. You're changing the firing of primary sensory neurons.
Roar!
We do these studies of simulation where we put someone in a scanner.
That's broken, but not over. Was to go to the safest places. And to breathe, I had to learn how to sing. Ow, and that's a headache to my right side. And a nerve pain in my body that I just can't hide. And that tells me to stop. The body is all about self-preservation. And when stuff is too hard, it will go poppity pop pop. So again, the way they assume, use emotionality that is so overdue for a retool. That means brand new moral rules. And because I learned first rhythmically to get down these streets, the concrete sending reverberations to my feet, into my head, vestibular vertigo, nerve damage, chronic pain, PTSD. Now here we go on one ride, it's called life. You get one time to do it right. And how I return to the church to sing. the safest place so that my body could handle anything and everything. The words reminding me what it's all about, this life. Because we're all living in a prefrontal cortex experience.
But weather is not on our side, and they're expecting heavy thunderstorms in the next 48 hours, which might flood the entire cave system.
A whiplash of emotions for a young soccer team trapped in a cave in Thailand. It's a physical, mental, and logistical problem with no easy solution.
That means you always have the choice to be awful or to be nice. Dumbed down to a child's level. Children are the most complicated. Let's elevate and identify those that get frustrated from the external, internal, sensory, transitional communication, sociability. If I get stuck on my words, please don't turn and call me absurd. Dig deeper and find it in yourself. What all the nations taught me when these boys were caught in a cave. Oh my God. I can't even go there because of the emotion, but it's a good release. Find that optimal, essential shaking that happens in your knees.
Preparing your body to move in advance. If you're sitting down, your brain is about to stand you up. It needs to change your blood pressure so that oxygen can get to your brain before you stand. You can't plan and mount a physical movement fast enough to react to a ball once you see it. What's happening when people play baseball is that they see where the ball is in a given moment and they're predicting where the ball is going to be in the next moment, and their brain begins to prepare the swing in advance, hit the ball where they're predicting it's going to be. Dynamic between the pitcher and the batter, because the pitcher is trying to get the batter to mispredict where the ball is going to be, essentially.
Because I will not beg, I will not say, hey, please. Because what they did to me, they will repeat. Because of their lack of knowledge and confusion. I'm going to go behind the scenes because they all told me with their stupid ass voices. That's why the existence of PTSD memories are present. So I'm going to put them away. What really escaped me was that how people use that to avoid their own culpability. Ow, and that's a headache to my right side. And a nerve pain in my body that I just can't hide. And that tells me to stop.
Just got to be present. You've got to have your hand on their arm or on their hand. They won't be able to see you, certainly in that muddy water. So they must know you're there and they must trust you. And to develop that trust is very difficult in that short period of time. But a short dive in preparation before they're put into harm's way made a big difference for us. And I can only assume that they've followed a similar sort of...
As your brain controls your body in this manner, it also is anticipating the sensations from your body, beating of your heart and the expansion of your lungs and so on and so forth. Most of the time you can't feel that with the same degree of detail that we experience the outside world. We're not wired to feel every ache and pain in our body, because if we did, we'd never pay attention to anything in the outside world.
Because I have thoughts, if it's dark, like self-harming. Ooh, it's really bad. Oh, my neck hurts. Don't want to crying. My head hurts. If I don't feel safe, people are going to hurt you. They can't do it with words because you talk back to them or you question. They can put their hands on you. They can not protect you and make you feel like an asshole. Amazing what people can do. And now I feel like I'm dead.
Authorities have just managed this entire operation and the arrangements so well. You can see this is the camp where the media is actually housed. Media from all parts of the world is actually gathered here. So it is a precarious situation, and that's one reason we had plan A, B, C in place. But this plan has been put into action because the oxygen levels are not very high. They're about 15%, and the 12% is the danger mark.
Experts to the area has cautioned about the risk involved with this plan.
Learning is a tricky combination of passive and active actions. As a former public school teacher, metacognition is what's necessary to create and maintain curiosity, this being the number one factor with success. think what I'm trying to say is simply always be curious, to be part of something, to believe in 100% me. And I guess I've always been into advocacy as my hobby. But that's because when your voice is stifled, when they try to snuff you out.
Experts to the area has cautioned about the risk involved with this plan. India Today's Maushami Singh brings you this exclusive report on the latest rescue operations, which has now entered.
Using this week's current events, please identify a hero, the characteristics, qualities, and why you believe this person exudes exceptional skills and traits. Use your voice, audio, video, since this will be used investigation of why those words were on replay. Try to keep this under 15 minutes and